A very good morning to you and welcome to the stop line of the third stage of the morning this morning. We're live on Facebook. This is of course the FIA European Rally Championship. This is round 4 of the championship and this is Polish tarmac. But we're not using that really 100% this morning. This stuff is just to use to link the stages between the gravel roads on one side, gravel roads on the other, and we've got the Polish bumpy tarmac as well, which is super specialist stuff. And well, we're at the end of the longest stage of the day today. It's not the longest stage of the rally. That was run yesterday, where we were last live on Facebook yesterday evening for that 28.5 kilometre monster stage. But this is the Oscaro Arch setup here. These are the fields of this beautiful part of the Lake District region in Poland. And this is the stop line of stage number 12. But it also is going to be the stop line of stage number 13, stage number 15, the last stage of the event today. So round about this afternoon for the final stage, this is where the winner of Rally Poland will stand on top of the car and celebrate when we run this as stage 15 later on today. But at the moment, this is the last of the third stage of the morning this morning. Bit of drama this morning. Well, Norbert Herzig is out sweeping the road this morning. He didn't want to be sweeping the road this morning and playing a little bit of games last night at the final test of the day, because on the ERC, the top 10 is run in reverse order on day number 2, on the second day. And Norbert Herzig not happy, really, for the third time this season. He's opening the road and sweeping the gravel off the top of the stages. And yeah, he's not so happy with that. In the first test of the day today, we've got Norbert Herzig is 10th in the rally, so he is first on the road. 11th in the rally was Thomas Kasperczak. There was 0.1 of a second the difference between the two drivers. One was sweeping the road, and the guy behind him overall in the rally, who was running 11th on the road, was 0.1 of a second slower than Norbert Herzig. So testament to the speed and sweeping the gravel stages here. But the drivers, you've just missed them just before we came on air. The drivers of the Mini, the Dakar Mini car came through. It's amazing. It's a Mini with muscles. It's huge, and it sounds like a truck at the end of the stages. It's amazing. John Cooper Works Mini Cooper 4x4 beast. So that's come through. Then we have Christoph Holowicz driving the Subaru, and you know, the world rally car Subaru came through here. So just an absolute legend that Christoph Holowicz is. So he's driving the Zero car. So when Norbert Herzig came through, he said it wasn't so bad because we've had some fast drivers coming through the stages this morning, sweeping that gravel off the top. So that's all gone. But as I say, we've got a nice breeze blowing across the wheat fields here this morning. The wheat is blowing on the right-hand side. We've got corn growing in the field down there. We've got some horses in the field just over there on the way in here. As I say, it's a quiet stop line. You know, it's not so busy here, but that's because all the fans are out in the stages. Super well organised is Rally Poland. We were talking about this yesterday when we were having a look at the people, well, not many people at the end of the final stage, or final big stage of the day yesterday. So we've got the usual guys who are looking after the timing table on the right hand side. We've got the water all wrapped up there with the sun off it as well. So everyone is here. It's, as I say, super quiet but super secure area to work here at the end of the stage because the fans are out watching the stages. We've got Peter from local radio as well, so he's here this morning. Peter, he is also going to be talking to the drivers in Polish on the local radio network as well, so everybody can listen to that who are also out in the stages, but they should be watching our Facebook feed this morning. The all-important start list is here, so just to go through who we have this morning, we've got Norbert Herzig, Marianne Griebel, Matthias Adelson. I've got this popped on the ground here because it's so windy here. So these are the drivers coming through: Norbert, Marianne Griebel, Matthias Adelson, and the list goes on down to rally leader Alexei Lukanuk. Now, We've got to talk about Alexei Lukanuk, because just before we came on air, first car's coming now, Lukanuk out in front, dropping a lot of time with a puncture, front right puncture on his Citroen in the stage before this one. So there's a bit of a battle with, of course, the flying Finn, Jari Huttunen, in the i20 R5 car this morning. Huttunen absolutely pushing as hard as he could and was quicker, got a win in stage number 1. So he was quicker than Alexei Lukanuk, but not enough to take the lead. There's a big bunch of seconds in that. But Lukanuk dropping time in the first, in the last stage. But Norby's with a puncture. I think we were just getting told got a puncture. So Norbert Herzig puncture front right side. He's hit a rock, punctured the sidewall of the Michelin tyre there. So just while Chris focuses on that at the end of the stage, Norby's here. Norby, we can see the issue, puncture on the front right. Where did you pick that one up? Just at the end?
I am very nervous because this stage was absolute okay until the puncture. We got a puncture from the finish, 1.5 kilometer or 2 maximum. It's fortunately not too far. We had to drive with the puncture, but I don't know where did we get. So this day is not our day, but we go on.
All right, no problem at all. So, yeah, fortunately, 1.5 kilometres from the end of the stage for Herzig, he picks up the puncture, which is disappointing for him that, yeah, just 1.5 kilometres from the end, he picks up the puncture. So the first time is on the board for the first car through this stage. Just have a look at this. Is well, you can't really see it, Chris, to be honest, but this is the itinerary for the day. This is what I'm working off at the moment. 10:20 is the local time, the start time. 22.5 kilometres, give or take a few metres between friends for this stage. So first time on the board. Car number 2, second one on the road this morning, is already cleared the stage. That is Marianne Griebel. 12 minutes 17.3. 12 minutes 17.3. You see how much they've been flying in here. A little bit of grass and stuff in the front of the cars. But let's see what Griebel has to say. Now, Marianne was using an interesting tyre setup this morning. Marianne's through. Oops. Wait for him to take his helmet off. Marianne, you were saying to us at the end of the first stage that you were crossing that tyre pattern this morning and the compounds and so on. Have you continued with that setup for the last 2 stages?
No, it was just not to destroy the good tyres in this first concrete part. Now we have hards in the front and softs in the back. But the middle stage was terrible driving from me. Here it was better again. This was a fun stage.
Yeah, this stage good fun. Norbert Herzig picked up a puncture front right towards the last part of the stage. Did you see any big rocks in the road?
No. There's some concrete part with like this, but yeah, it was in Recce the same. So no, for us, no problems.
So far, no problems. That is Griebel. Door closed for him. What we're going to do is just get a little stone here, and just going to get a little stone and put it just behind the wheel, because we're on a slight hole here, slight downhill at the end of the stage. So. Yeah, we'll just kick this rock under the wheel, just so the brake calipers don't bind onto the hot brake discs at the end of the stage. Next car that comes through, we'll have a look. There's a on the brake caliper on the car. There's a little temperature gauge, a little thermometer that sticks on. So what we'll do is when we come in to the stop line now with the next one that's coming down towards us, we'll just have a look and see if we can pick up how hot the brakes are. Because Chris, who's holding the camera this morning, has got his jeans on. I'm, as always, dressed in my shorts at the end of the stage. But let's see how hard Matthias Adelsson's been pushing in this one. So as he comes through, we'll just pop this in here. Let's just have a quick look at the brake temperature gauge. You can't see it, but here's the caliper. I don't want to touch it. You can feel the heat coming off there. But it's way up. I think it's sort of like plus 233 C, I think that's reading at the moment. 233 degrees Celsius. That's pretty warm. Let's wait for Matthias, who's also had an off somewhere. He's had an overshoot and he can't open the door. Matthias, okay, just looking, your brakes are pretty hot as well. been off somewhere. Where have you been?
Massive off on the concrete. We were braking way too late. I thought it was good with the pace note but it was so slippery on the concrete. So we went wide for maybe 100 meter into the. I thought we were gonna hit the wall on the house, but we managed it. But we lost at least 20 seconds because we were standing there and stopped the car. And so we are really happy with the pace. But we are really trying. It's not the same as yesterday because now it's very slippery. But we try to push the same. So.
Whereabouts in the stage was it? Sort of beginning, middle, end?
In the end of the stage, maybe 3-4 kilometers from here, on the concrete.
Okay. But happy with the morning apart from that?
Sorry?
Happy with the morning apart from the slight off there?
Yeah, we have so fun in the car. We are pushing really hard and we have nothing to do. We were really pushing and enjoying.
Yeah, good. All right, nice one. See you later on, Matthias. That's Matthias Adelsson. Door closed. Bit of tape on the top of it. Pushing hard. Certainly pushing hard is Matthias Adelsson. So time for him, 12 minutes 26.8. 12 minutes 26.8 for Adelsson. He is through. Right, all a bit of chaos. I say it's always like the calm and then we have the storm. So we're all relaxed before the first car gets here. And then it's fully focused. Every 2 minutes we get another car coming in rapid succession. Local Polish guy coming in next. Doing pretty well. This is Aaron. Aaron's got his door open already. Pirelli tyres working well. Aaron, good morning. You look like a fighter pilot with that helmet on. It's great, but how was the stage for you this morning? How was your morning run anyway for the other stages this morning?
The other stages were really good. This was for sure the most demanding stage of the rally. It was really hard for me. I overshoot one junction and we had to turn around, so we lost a couple seconds. But else of that, I had a lot of fun. I like technical sections.
That's good. Right, lovely. Just hear some word from you in Polish, just with the local radio guys. Let's just have a quick 360 of his car while he's here. Let's just have a look at it. A little overshoot in the junction. This is why he's probably got the grass stuck in there. Overshoot here. Here's evidence, more evidence that he's had an overshoot and been clipping quite tightly in the road. Again, little grass down here. These are all little telltale signs that these drivers have been pushing hard. Grass in this bit. And then we got this sheen of dust on the side of the car. And that is also shows that they've been pushing hard. Almost sometimes you can tell by the level of dust that is stuck on the side of these cars just how hard they've been pushing on the loose surface. So you look at Alexei Lukanuk when he's been pushing hard, when he's strapped himself in and is pushing on a gravel road, and he comes to the end of the stage, and the car is almost like clean at the front, but anything from the front wheels back is just covered in absolutely just fine dust. So we'll see how he gets on anyway. But Lukanuk down on time, not losing the lead of the rally in the previous stage, but puncture for him on the last stage. Times are coming through. Fastest through so far out of the four drivers we had through so far. It's Marianne Griebel with a 12 minutes 17.3 seconds through that one. Times are ticking in from the previous stage. So let's just whiz on to the times, just clicking them back now, just to see how we're overall in the rally after stage number 11. Lukanuk 23.4 seconds, the gap between him and Huttunen, and then it's 22.1 seconds down to Philip Maris. Lukas Habaj maintains fourth position in the event at the moment, 20.8 seconds behind Philip Maris. Miko Marcek, 7.8 seconds behind him. I'm reading the times off the ERC app at the moment, which is a fantastic product to take with you to the end of the stages if you're going out to watch or spectate at any time. A little bit of a gap now. Just need to have a quick look at the times, see who we're expecting next, because we've got a bit of time missing. We had... that was Aaron next. Hiroki Arai should be next. Now, inside, the body clock's counting down, waiting for the next car. The radio crackles into life, so that's Hiroki Arai's time, just behind us, being written on the board. No, it's not. It's car number 1. So that's Łukasz Habaj. Have I missed him? Hiroki Arai is missing. So car number 1 is written on the board. That is Łukasz Habaj, or Łukasz Habaj, as we say in Poland. 12 minutes 02.1. No Hiroki Arai. So we'll see where Hiroki is. But Łukasz comes through, car nice and clean, despite just having that gravel rash on the side of it. Łukasz gets his door open immediately for us. See what he has to say. Łukasz, I was expecting Hiroki Arai's time to go on the board. Did you see him in the stage?
Yes, somewhere in the middle. He rolled, so not going anymore. But the crew is okay. At least that's what we saw, that they were showing okay.
Right, so they rolled, they're okay. That's Hiroki Arai. What about your stage? What about your morning? And what about your 3 stages today?
So this stage is really difficult. Again, you have very mixed surface, mixed conditions, so it's very hard to find the rhythm. But we had a good stage, you know. I was trying to be careful, push, but at the same time be careful, because the stage is very narrow. A lot of things can happen very close to the road. There are a lot of trees, so I was trying to be careful, but also give it a little bit a push. Yeah, so the morning was okay. I can't complain. The setup car is working perfectly, so yeah, now a short break and we're heading back to the stages.
We'll see you here later on this afternoon. Let's hear from him in Polish as well. So so Hiroki Arai rolls in the stage, and looks like if we just whiz round, Chris, hopefully we've still got this camera live on Facebook. Just the amount of dust in the spokes just before he goes. Yeah, I noticed here, front left. Sorry, I'm sorry to make you walk around, Chris, this morning. Look at the dust in here. It's like baked on. It's warm, but yeah, baked on. It's almost, with the heat that's in the wheel rim, it's almost like it's not far off glass. Not far off becoming glass. It's really warm, this crunchy stuff. I don't know why you're looking at my hands, but there you go. Hi. So, yeah, it's like crunchy, hard, compact Polish soil. Because the first stage this morning, it was the Mikołajki Max stage, which is quite an iconic stage, which was used last year in the opposite direction, and this year it's switched round. So where they finished in the arena last year on the Mikołajki Max stage by the service park, they started from the service park this morning and went in the opposite direction. But what the organisers have done is to keep the dust down in the super special arena area. They've used a big water tank overnight and damp down that with water spray this morning, just to keep the dust down, and that's why the cars look a bit dirty, because it looks like there's been puddles and water and rain and so on. But it is just purely because of the first stage of the day today had a wet sort of appearance to it. So it's disappointing that Hiroki Arai is rolled and out of the rally, but Ilkka Minor and Hiroki are okay. That's what we're hearing at the moment, that they're both rolled out of the long stage this morning. Hiroki, part of Tommy Mäkinen Racing, Toyota Gazoo Racing, and then moving and now working to develop these Yokohama tyres this year. So, but amazing speeds that he's been setting during the rally. So, as I say, big disappointment that Hiroki won't be finishing Rally Poland. But the good news is that Ilkka Minor and Hiroki are okay. That is what we're hearing from Łukasz Habaj at the end of the stage. So Habaj on the board has got the fastest time through so far, 12 minutes 02.1, 12 minutes 02.1 for Łukasz Habaj. The radio's about to crackle into life, Chris. If you just swing round there, just have a quick look. I'm sure that radio on his belt is about to crackle into life with the next car coming. Again, there's another little bit of a gap. We would have been expecting another driver by now. What's happening? Tough morning. We had a tough stage yesterday, didn't we? But where are we up to? Yeah, cars coming now. That was Łukasz Habaj. Miko Marcek is next. Now, Miko Marcek was 7.8 seconds behind Habaj. Seemed to take a lot of time to get here. See what his time reflects like on the board when it goes up. So they're just writing the time on the board, 12 minutes. Hang on a minute, car 11, 14 minutes 33.3. Miko, what happened?
Yeah, we had the puncture, unfortunately. This is part of this game. I think not big push, not big fault. Maybe I'm not sure where. Slow puncture, and we should change the wheel. Okay.
Okay, disappointment. So a puncture for Miko Marcek. Close the door for him. Got to come over here real quick. Got absolutely destroyed rim. So Miko Marcek has stopped back. Just Chris back there. So broken. Miko Marcek stopping in the stage. Got damage. Chris, you can stay on that if you want, and I'll just talk to Philip. Philip, we can see your back right wheel is completely destroyed. What happened?
I don't know why. To be honest, I lost a lot of time behind Miko because almost all the stage I was behind him. So it firstly ruined our chances, and then maybe 7 kilometers before the finish we got the puncture. I don't know where, I don't know why. Nothing happened. So disappointment, but still a long way to go, and we will fight.
Okay. Right, we'll see how we get on. Thank you. So there you go. That is disappointing for Maris. Broken wheel for him on the way back to service. Let's have a word with Jari Huttunen. Second in the event coming into this one. Everyone thick and fast. Let's get the door open. 12 minutes. 0.5. 12 minutes, 0.5. Jari, you're coming in quite quick behind Philip Maris there. Were you caught in his dust in the stage?
Yeah, some places bit, but not really matter. And it's coming okay. It's really difficult stages, and grip level and chasing a lot, but we come easily.
Alexei Lukyanuk had a puncture in the previous stage, so he loses time to you. For the final 3 stages of the rally, are you going to push? Are you going to try and win Poland?
I don't think so. I think Lukyanuk's car is okay, so we will see.
You were going to win Poland last year. You were on target for a podium last year until that double puncture, so it's achievable.
Yeah, we'll see, but I don't push.
All right, see you later. That is Jari Huttunen. Little bit of foliage or twigs sticking on the back of his car through there. Let's see what Alexei Lukyanuk does now. So 12 minutes, 0.5. 3 cars, quick succession there. Miko Marcek stopped in the stage to change his puncture. Then we had Philip Maris caught behind Miko Marcek all the way through. So that was a bit of a problem for him. Philip Maris caught behind Miko Marcek all the way through the stage. Philip Maris then towards the end of the stage picks up a puncture, breaks his wheel, comes to the end of the stage. Right behind him, damage back front right. This is front right damage for Lukyanuk. This is from the puncture earlier, but rear left damage as well on the back of Lukyanuk's car, just where he's caught something. But fastest, he responds after losing time to Jari Huttunen on the previous stage. He responds now, and let's see what Alexei has to say. We're live on Facebook on FIAERC.com. Alexei, good morning. Yeah, losing time with the puncture on the previous stage, but fighting back and taking a stage win on this stage, so you still got it.
Really? It's 11. I thought it's...
Yeah. It's 11:50.
My mind is a bit distracted by handling of the car. The balance is not fantastic. A lot of issues, so driving really carefully, trying to avoid mistakes.
The balance of the car is off. Is that from changing that suspension, that shock absorber yesterday?
We need to find out. Something has changed, and I don't feel exactly what we need to shift to get the feeling back. Experience?
You have plenty of experience and you're defending champion, so that's good. We'll see you later on.
Thank you.
Good luck. Thanks, Alexei Lukyanuk. Close the door for him. Door closed, done. So, needs experience. Experience behind this car. He's experienced as a driver, which is great. Right, let's just have a quick look at some of the messages coming in, if we've got some coming in. Yaroslav Kultan has stopped in stage number 12. Well, that's what we're hearing. So Yaroslav Kultan has stopped in the stage. No other messages coming through at the moment. Right, okay. Just sorry, it's very rude of me to be trying to talk into the camera at you guys at home and just reading some of my emails and messages that are coming in. Right, so Alexei Lukyanuk, fastest through for him, stage win. 11 minutes 53.4 seconds, and then we switch now to Thomas Kasperček. So we've had the Big Ten coming through. Kasperček is in next. Let's see what Thomas has to say. Now remember, in the overall order of the rally coming into the start of the day today, he was the 11th overall, just behind Norbert Herzig, who we spoke to before. Thomas, just looking at the time, that's an impressive time on the long one. You're up there with the rest of them.
It was good. I think it was good stage for us, but in the middle I lost the rhythm. But the car was working good. We had a lot of fun. Also, Damian is, I think, happy. So, what can I say more?
You can say some more words in Polish for these guys. Let Peter go in and have a word with that. So, everything okay for Thomas Kasperček? Car looks nice. Off he goes. So on the elusive timing board, the important timing board, which is the all the information that's filed into the drivers. Old technology works best. Car number 3, 11:53.4. Alexei Lukyanuk out in front, and we have Jari Huttunen with 12 minutes exactly, decimal 5. So just on 12.5-ish seconds, and the list goes on. So that's the timing board. We've got the helicopter flying above us there. That's if you've been watching us on Facebook, that's our helicopter just heading back now to refuel up for this afternoon, and it's been tracing. Of course, Lukyanuk, you've been watching on Facebook through the stages and the other competitors, but it's just going straight back on liaison, back to the helipad, which is in the service park, right close to the service park in Mikołajki. So I think now with that one going, it's just you and me, Chris. We're the only ones here at the end of the stage, and it's all alone. And Peter from the local radio, so he's here. And yeah, Philip Mares is just finishing out, sorting his car out down the road. We'll wait for another one to come down towards us. And big battle then. Big battle for the final 3 stages here in Poland this weekend. Let's see what happens next up. And just bring those times up so we can see the difference for you. Got any news coming in? No news at the moment. Let's just see where we are at the end of stage number 12, which is where we are. Alexei Lukyanuk now has got his time back again. 30.5 seconds now. 30.5 seconds between Lukyanuk and Jari Huttunen going into the final 3 stages. Then a drop down to 44.5 seconds to Jari. From Jari Huttunen to Łukasz Habaj, that now has 4th. Missing Chris Ingram. That's a good point. Missing Chris Ingram. We've missed Chris Ingram coming through here this morning. Don't know where he is. Good point. Where is Chris Ingram? Right, no news on that at the moment. Hopefully we'll find some information out in a minute. Chris Ingram was actually outside the top 10, so he will be coming soon. I have to apologise, getting all excited that Chris Ingram isn't here yet. Thomas Kasperček was the last driver we spoke to. Yaroslav Kultan, who's the next guy on the list, on the start list. Yaroslav Kultan is stopped in the stage. That's what we're hearing. And that's why there's a gap here at the end of the stage now. Chris Ingram and Ross Wittuck are next up in the Tok Sport car. Perfect timing. There he is. It's amazing what you can do without a GPS tracker at the end of the stage. A little bit of damage for him on the first stage this morning, so that's why he's got the tape on there, just the race tape. Let's see what Chris has to say. Chris wanting to take the lead of the championship here this weekend when he goes into Rome on the tarmac in a couple of weeks' time, but that's not to be. His confidence. But Chris, overnight, has your confidence come back then?
A little bit, yeah. The last 2 stages have been okay. I lost a lot of time in a fast section then. Just not committed enough, but some sections are are really good.
But looking at the times, you're up there. You're faster than Huttunen. No, you're not. Yes, you are. Yeah, you are faster than Jari Huttunen, your old teammate at Opel.
I should have done this yesterday.
Really?
Sorry to the team.
Okay. No worries. Well, second fastest through. Lukanook's only faster than you so far.
That's all right. I'm pleased with that.
So we've got some positives. That's good. Keep smiling. Everybody's watching you at home, Chris Ingram. We're live on Facebook this morning, and off he goes. So the Talksport car is going back down to the service park. From where we're located here in the countryside, we're only roughly, I don't know, a few minutes away driving, probably 15 minutes away from the service park driving. So we could actually go over there during this broadcast if we wanted to and see the cars going into service. But impressive time, 11 minutes 59 for Chris Ingram, so 1 second outside the 12-minute zone going through the stage. We've got the messages coming in here at the end of the stage, which is fantastic. Have we got any stuff? Okay, let's go and see if we've got anything coming in. No news. Yeah, Jaroslav Colton's crashed, and no other real news coming in from the end of this stage here. Just try to swing round. We can just have a look. Sorry to make you walk, Chris. Actually, I should make you run like we did yesterday, because you look like that ostrich when you were running. Come on, you're going to run. You are so funny when you run. No one's here. I was expecting Philip Mares to be working on the car there, but he's gone. Just got a marshal just behind, off in the distance, just making some spectators go into the road. Let's go back up the road. Let's make you run again like an ostrich. Back up here. Go and have a word with another one of the Hyundai drivers. Door open. Studying the times on the board. How was the run for you this morning? Good fun?
Really nervous. I don't happy. Not bad stage for me.
Not enjoying it. This guy had a massive crash last year. Door closed. Massive crash last year on the Mikołajki Max stage. Kasper, he was absolutely gunning for it last year on the what we had as the first stage of the day today, the Mikołajki Max stage. Had a massive shunt on it, and this morning he's really kind of knocked his confidence on the first stage of the day. It's the first time he's been back on the stage since the big accident last year, and just not pushing hard from the blocks this morning. So that reflects in the time. 12 minutes 26.5 through that one. 12:26.5. I mean, other than that, at the end of the stage where we are, the weather is beautiful here in northern Poland this morning. It's a pleasant breeze has picked up. For the first stage this morning, it was it wasn't so nice. The first stage was really warm and really muggy. I was going to say, I thought you'd stamped on a butterfly, but I think the butterfly is not going to restart tomorrow. No, Finny. But yes, where we are, I'm getting distracted. The sky is Azorian blue. The crops are flowing quite nicely or growing nicely in the field, and it's a really pleasant temperature because we're up above 21 degrees and temperatures climbing all the time, and this breeze blowing across the farmland here is absolutely stunning. So we know that Poland is a beautiful place, and this part for the holidays at the start of the holiday season here is absolutely stunning, because you can't see from here, but basically over the tree line over there is the big lakes, and they all link together. So everybody's sailing on sailing boats and power boats, and they're going on their holidays commuting around this Lake District part of Poland. And unbeknown to them, they're all in their swimming costumes, enjoying themselves and having the barbecues and the beer and all the other bits and pieces. Over here, we've got some ERC rally action on this most famous rally, Rally Poland. I'm talking quite a lot because we're expecting another car to come down into sight, and he is next up. It's Łukasz is next up, just wiggling the R5 steering from side to side. You probably didn't see that in the background there, but wiggling the R5 car from side to side. Łukasz is here, missing his rear wing. So the aero pack has gone completely. You're not going to get much downforce with that at the back of the car. So let's find out what happened. Lukas, what happened? You seem to be missing the arrow on the back. Where did that go?
Yes, we missed the arrow, so we turn around and go into the finish line. So little bit tricky, very hard stage, a little bit sleepy, and just we are happy we are there.
Okay, so whereabouts did you lose the aero on the stage? What did you hit, or what pulled it off?
It's because out of the row was a little bit sleepy, turned around and engine is going off, so we should switch engine again and go to the finish line. So a lot of mistakes, but really big fun.
Okay, that's good. Big fun, lots of mistakes. Doesn't really matter with the new evolution of aero pack on the car. Right, we got some more information coming into the end of this, Dave. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Philip Mares is moved on. Chris Ingram's gone back to the service area, and then we're going to be moving into Albert von Thurn and Taxis is next. Ken Thorne, Eflan Lorena, Sindre Furuseth, and Mika Hokkanen, and that is our top of our ERC Junior, ERC3 Junior. Drivers, will be talking to them as well. Remember Sindre Furuseth yesterday afternoon, just as we were going off air on Facebook, Furuseth lost the lead of the ERC3 Junior sort of rally, so he picked up a puncture and slipped back to third. Big push for him this morning. It's a big push for Sindre Furuseth to get from third to first again this morning. And what the issue was in the second stage of the day, Efran Lorena, who was lying in second, had a puncture and dropped a heck of a lot of time in the second stage before coming into this one now. So we'll talk to those guys when they arrive here. But at the previous stage on ERC radio, Efran Lorena, who was second, wasn't really enjoying his morning, and he was practically in tears after losing that second position. A lot of pressure on the junior drivers in ERC3 because it's the feeder championship coming up to ERC1. So although they're not driving the more powerful R5 cars that the likes of defending champion Alexei Lukanuk is and championship leader Łukasz Habaj, the R2 cars, some of them turbocharged, some of them not turbocharged, but the R2 cars are two-wheel drive, more or less the same monocoque body shell as the R5 cars are built out of, but just not as much extra stuff on them to make them go faster. And so the junior drivers, there's such a battle there, such a fight for the rising stars on the event. Radio crackled into life, so we've got, if we just swing round, if we're with us at the moment, swing round. Car 34 is time written on the board. That is Ken Thorne. No Albert von Thurn and Taxis, so no Prince Albert, so Ken is here leading the ERC3 Junior category. Sounds like this is the new Fiesta R2, so we only saw it on its debut in the ERC at the start of the season in the Azores. Don't know where he's been. Can breathe a sigh of relief, Ken, because that's the morning 3 stages done. The bonus is you've got to come and do it all again this afternoon, but how's it going in ERC3 with you?
Yeah, this time is an awesome fight with another guys. So I enjoyed every stage, and at the last one I pushed like hell. So I hope it's come quite okay time.
Yeah, good, okay, so time's good. Well, you're the first of our R2 cars, yes. So you're the only guy we can compare at the moment, so...
Yeah, let's see what another guy's timing.
Okay, that's good. Right, good luck. Good luck for this afternoon. Sindre Furuseth is pushing you hard though today. He's driving hard. Let's just have a look around the back. Yeah, that noise, you probably can't see it as he drives away, but there's like a scraping noise. He definitely, he's too far out of shot now. But they have like a plastic skirts underneath the car, which drop down, and that keeps the stones out of the brake calipers and the suspension linkages at the back of the car, and basically stops the car being destroyed by the gravel, because these little bits of gravel, well, we haven't got them at the end of this stage here, but the gravel is absolutely punishing, and they'll just eat down metal before you know it, with the stones bouncing off them. So there is these plastic underguards that keep the gravel down and basically keeps everything in the right place and protects the car. So I think with Ken, as he pulls away from the end of the stage here, that's the problem. Just these guards have dropped down on the back of his car. So first time through for our ERC3 junior driver Ken Thorn, 12 minutes 57.7 through there, 12:57.7, and that is him through this afternoon. Another 2-minute gap, and maybe I'm listening to see if I can hear another one coming, but the problem with the R2 cars is they're so quiet. So we haven't got any Albert von Thurn and Taxis either. Prince Albert should have been here, but I haven't got any news as to where he is at the moment, but no Albert von TNT. Now, he was having problems yesterday with the power steering. Sorry, I'm playing this is a stone, sorry. This is just to pop under the rear wheel of the car, just so the brakes don't get too hot. So no Albert von Thurn and Taxis, but we'll see who's next. Again, a little bit of a gap. Ken Thorn, spoke to him. Efran Lorena is next. If I just pull up the times for you from the previous stage and get those ready for the ERC Juniors, which was in stage number 11, which was 11.34 kilometres in length in the Junior Championship. We've just spoken to Ken Thorn. He's out in front by 4.7 seconds. So 4.7 seconds is Ken Thorn to Sindre Furuseth. Now, Furuseth started the morning in third and has now moved up to second. That's mainly because of the result of Efran Lorena picking up a puncture. But I would have expected our next driver to be here right now. But it should have been Efran Lorena. Where is he? So not too sure what the story is with him at the moment. It's all a bit quiet. The radio's crackled into life, which is good. Time on the board, car 32. So that's written Sindre Furuseth. Furuseth is here next. So Sindre Furuseth, who moved from third to second in the last stage. So Furuseth is through. So we're missing Eflan Lorena, who should have been here, who was second in the event at the start of the day and then dropped down to third. Let's have a word with Sindre. Can't open this door. He's lost his door handle somewhere, so I can't get into it. Sindre, you're pushing hard this morning. You're pushing hard against Ken Thorn, just over 4 seconds going into this one, but he's quicker than you on this one. The fight continues.
This stage is just so difficult. I tried to push, but I had a couple of moments, so it was a bit on and off. And in the end, I thought something was wrong again, but it's obviously the tires overheating. A really difficult stage, but where is Efren?
He hasn't come through. My next question was going to be, have you seen him? Where is he?
No, I have not seen him.
Right.
That is a surprise, and a shame.
We'll see where he comes. Okay, so big fight for you for that first position. Good luck this afternoon.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay, that's Sindre Furuseth asking, where's Efren Lorena? Where is he? He's not here. So has anyone got any news for Efren Lorena? If they have, just message me. Let me know where he is. Yeah, just having some messages just coming through. Just messages coming through that Efren Lorena, according to the GPS tracking system, has stopped in the stage. The Peter from local Rally Poland, Rally Radio Poland, is trying to get his car moving and out of the way. He's off to the service park, I think. So he's on his way, which is good. So right, Efran Lorena, that's the news. Efran Lorena has stopped in the stage. No other information at the moment. So he was second in the ERC3 junior category this morning, and then dropped down to third as a result of the puncture in the last stage. In this stage, stage number 12, we're hearing that he is stopped in the stage, but we don't know where he is at the moment. There's no other information that I'm receiving at the end of the stage, and let's just see what if we've got any other. Yeah, okay. Right. No other messages coming in. One more maybe. That doesn't really work. Okay, doesn't really work on Facebook Live, but just having a look to see if there's any info coming in here at the end of the stage. Right, the radio crackles into life. Another time goes on the board. This should be Mika Häkkinen next up. Hopefully Mika Häkkinen will be able to let us know where Efran Lorena is. This is Mika. He's coming into sight right now. Mika Häkkinen lives in... damage. Of course, he's rolled. You can tell he's rolled because the car's a mess. Right. Let's see what the story is. Can he open the door? It looks like he's rolled on asphalt as well. The car's scratched. Let's get a picture of that just for our social media feed. Door open. Mika, you rolled. I guess you rolled on an asphalt section, did you?
Yeah, it was very slippery in one concrete or something breaking, so we went wide and had a pretty heavy crash in there. But we are lucky that we are here. Thanks for the spectators for pushing help.
So what happened? I mean, how long did it take for the spectators to come and put you the right way up?
I don't know. We lost, I think, 40 seconds, 30 seconds, I think. I have no idea because we was there just waiting for some time, but it was pretty crazy.
What's going on in the car at the moment? It's got a bit of work going on. Have you lost something?
I don't know. We lost the... I don't know if we lost the time card? Yeah, I can't find it. We can't find the time card after
the time card's missing?
Yeah.
That's a problem.
Yeah, that's a big problem.
Okay, so we need the time card. This is Mika Häkkinen then. So big crash in the concrete section of the stage, losing 40 seconds or thereabouts. He can't go out of time control until he's handed the time card in at the end of the stage. They've recorded a time after completing it. Car 42 is Mika Häkkinen. Let's have a look. Daniel's here. He's had a little bit of an off as well. Bit of damage on the front of Daniel's car. But the drama is that Mika Häkkinen doesn't have a time card at the end of the stage. See what they can do. Car 42. It's just pulling forward. They got it. He's out of time control. Are they done? So out of time control. Right. Let's go down and have a look, because this is make or break for these guys. Because in the junior championship, as I was saying before, it's a battle, always at the top. And Mika Häkkinen from Jyväskylä, Finland, and studying engineering in Portugal, in Porto actually at the moment. That's where he's living, doing his engineering course. But the time card is missing after the roll, and they need that time card. That is the golden ticket to completing this rally. Let's just have a look. Let's just have a look. Desperately trying to look for it. So here we are. Mika rolled the car in the stage. The spectators did a fantastic job of getting the car upright. The time card lives in the door pocket and is zipped up. And as I said, it is the golden ticket to the rally. They have to get that time card stamped, and otherwise the rally is over for them. I mean, there was a controversial manoeuvre in a rally in Sardinia last year where a time card was left at the end of the stage and by the driver, and it was brought to the end of the next stage, or the start of the next stage, by the next competitor, which cannot be done. Paolo Nobre, damaged car for Paolo yesterday. Look how well Motorsport Italia have prepped that car overnight. See what Paolo has to say. Go and have a word with Paolo. We'll leave Mika just working on his time card, because that's a lot of pressure for them over there at the moment. Paolo here, obviously last time we spoke to him yesterday, the car was a complete and utter mess, but look at what Motorsport Italia have done overnight, and the car looks perfect again this morning. It's so much better. But do you see what they've done? They put a little bit of tape on the clips, because they don't want that bonnet opening again like they did yesterday. Let's go and have a quick word with Paolo. I don't want to climb in front of the camera. Paolo's just climbing out of the car. Paolo, normally I see you with a helmet on. I didn't realise quite how much hair you have.
I think it's time to cut. 3 months that I don't have a haircut, so I need to talk with my wife, because she takes care about my hair, so I think it's time to cut a little bit.
You look distinguished though, you look distinguished with it. Come on, tell me about the car this morning. Obviously it was a little bit of damage yesterday, it was quite a drama at the end of that stage. The car's running well again this morning?
No, the car is perfect. Looks like ugly yesterday, but the Skoda R5 is really, really strong. And the teams normally they can make magic in 30 minutes. So imagine if they have the whole night. Motorsport Italia is a team that can, I think, build a new car in one whole night. So the car is perfect. It's completely new. The special stages are really, really narrow, fast, and a lot. Some corners are a lot destroyed with a lot of ruts. So. It's not easy to manage, because if you lost the rods, you don't make the curve, so it's not easy, but it's fun.
That's good, that's good. I noticed that the Motorsport Italia put the tape on the bonnet catches this morning, so the bonnet doesn't open. That's good.
But when happens something like yesterday, I think this tape will not really help.
Hey, Bruno was saying to me at breakfast this morning that this air scoop went missing yesterday into the field. He said he walked into the field to go and find it. So the one that went missing yesterday, he said by the time he got into the fields, a spectator had it as a present, I think.
Like a souvenir. Yeah, it's normal, because when we pass so fast and when we left something, for sure the spectators like to have souvenirs. He's here, he's everywhere, he's in Brazil, and for sure this part of my little green pig now is in the wall of some Polish guy, and it's an honor for me.
That's good, that's nice to know. Well, we got a new expensive one on the front this morning. Paolo, good luck for the final 3 stages. We'll see you later on. Big story is that Mika Häkkinen has lost his time card, so we'll see you later on. Thank you. That's Paolo Nobre with the little green pig that's looking good this morning. But from a man that's enjoying himself and having so much fun to a man that's having a disastrous morning, and I don't really want to get too much involved with this one, but Mika Häkkinen has lost his time card in the stage after the roll here in his Peugeot. So I don't really know what to say. Let's go and have a word with him, or let's try and have a word with him, and just see what the line is. They're still going through the car with a fine tooth comb. Mika, is it completely missing?
Yes, I think it might be in the forest, I think. Because we can't find it in the car.
So what does that mean then?
At the moment, I don't know.
Okay, well, you look absolutely shocked, so we'll leave you be to try and work out what to do, because still going through the car, and time card missing. So they're working on that, just trying to look. They're looking everywhere inside the Peugeot. There's what we need to work out is the windows aren't smashed. So if the windows aren't smashed, then how did it get out if it did? So, right, what we'll do is we'll let Mika Häkkinen work on that one, and as another car comes through at the end of the stage. Let's see. Another car goes past. So this is it. Oh, get a bit close to the camera there, but this is it. This is the third stage of the morning. A stage of mixed emotion, highs and lows, and this is the lows right here, right now with Mika Häkkinen, and yep, Alexei Lukanuk coming through to the end of the stage. We had broken wheels from Philip Mares. We had Miko Marcek stopping to change the wheel in the stage. I'm trying to think of all the other drama that we had going through on this one, but we'll walk back up. We'll leave Mika Häkkinen here, just looking into trying to find that time card. So he's disaster for him. So Alexei Lukanuk is still out in front on the ERC rally here in Poland at the moment, fighting back in the long stage of the day today. So while that's about it, Jari Huttunen, who was on for a podium here last year, is on for a podium here this year. Remember last September when we were here in Poland, a double puncture put Huttunen out of the contention for that podium in Poland. So coming up this afternoon, join us on ERC Radio, because we'll have all the rally reaction from the next two stages coming up. And of course we'll be back live on Facebook for stage 15, the final stage of the rally here in Poland, round 4 of the championship. We'll have loads of ERC action for you later on, but for Facebook Live, I hope you enjoy the coverage this morning. We'll be back live on Facebook for stage 15, and we'll be back live on ERC Radio for the next stage right after the midpoint service. So from all of us here, Chris at the stop line holding the camera, Chris, myself, talking to you at the end of the stages. We'll be back later on for more ERC action. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you later on. This is how the ERC is playing out in Poland. Have a look at this promo as we wrap up.